the station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
Good Sunday evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us for DC News Now at 9 o'clock. I'm Ben Dennis. We begin with a sad update tonight. Prince George's County Police say that a 6-year-old boy has died just days after being shot during a 4th of July block party in Temple Hills. Police say shots rang out at the party on Akron Street around 7:50 on the 4th. On scene, officers found 6-year-old Asan Payton. He had been shot, sent to the hospital where he died late last night. Folks at that event say that everyone was having a good time before those shots rang out.
Everybody was having a good time until that incident happened. I thought they were fireworks, so everybody started running down here. My brother looked around, I asked him, he said they were shooting them up there.
Man and woman were also hurt in that shooting. There's also a reward of up to $25,000 offered for information leading to an arrest and a conviction. And staying in PG County, police say that a man was killed in an apartment shooting overnight in Laurel. Officials say that shots rang out on Mistletoe Road around midnight. Police found 2 men there who had been shot inside the building. One of them died on scene, the other sent to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. Police are asking anyone with information to give them a call. Into the district, police say that they arrested a man connected to a shooting in Northwest Friday night. Officials responded to 14th Street around 11:40. We're told 24-year-old Santos Duarte Ojeda pulled out a gun during an argument with the victim inside a business. He then fired the gun, hitting the victim, hurting himself. Both had non-life-threatening injuries. Duarte Ojeda is facing multiple charges, including assault with a dangerous weapon. A Montgomery County community is mourning tonight. There is a memorial growing near the community pool where a 3-year-old boy was found by police after he was initially reported missing. Reports came in for that missing boy near Elmcroft Court in Rockville around noon that day. Police do not suspect foul play. All right, getting around downtown D.C. is already challenging enough, but it will get a lot worse this week as the district hosts nearly 36 nations for the NATO Summit. D.C. News Now's Dave Lavelle tells you how the conference will impact your commute.
32 NATO allies, including the United States, will meet starting Tuesday at the Washington Convention Center for their summit. Security for the event has been increased.
A lot of police, a lot of security.
Not what Sam Rutten expected to see during his first visit to the district. Crews continue to get security measures in place around the convention center. It and the International Trade Center are considered security zones, as traffic will be limited around those areas, including parking on surrounding streets.
I don't know where we're going, but everything's will be fine.
The extra security will also impact Metro Bus, Metro Rail, and Metro Access services. The Metro Rail Federal Triangle Station will be closed all day Tuesday, while the Mount Vernon Square Station will shut down from Tuesday through Friday. Challenging times ahead for the Smith family of Nebraska.
It's going to be crazy, but we're going to push through it and try.
Fences line both sides of streets around the convention center. For now, people can cross to the other side. That may not happen once the summit gets underway.
My feet will hurt.
Despite the detours, some people take it in stride.
We leave in 2 days, so it's totally fine by me.
12 nations first gathered in Washington to create NATO. 75 years later, they return, and as a stronger pact. The summit again starts on Tuesday and will wrap up Thursday. At the Washington Convention Center, Dave Lavelle, DC News Now.
Thanks to Dave for that continued heads up. You can find all you need to know about the summit and the roads that are impacted across the district. Our website, dcnewsnow.com. All right, after serious and honest discussion, Abe Lincoln's wax sculpture in D.C. is going to be removed in Northwest earlier than expected. Why? Because of extremely high temps melting that statue. Officials say the statue was supposed to remain outside of Garrison Elementary School until September. Now they're pulling the plug on the display a month early, with plans to remove it next month. Cultural DC says this year's experience with wax, Abe, helped open up conversations on more serious issues like the environment.
Our mission at Cultural DC is really to provide artists a platform to respond to what's going on in the world. And I think where this started out as a conversation around history, it's certainly given us and the artists an opportunity to change the conversation to climate change.
Well, the statue, of course, made headlines earlier this summer when extremely high temps caused Abe's head to melt off the entire art installation at the end of last month. All right, before we get to your forecast with Scott Sumner, if you are looking for more ways to beat the heat, we've got you covered. The Wilson Aquatic Center in Tenleytown is back open. Officials say a list of issues there forced it to close last August. The $2.5 million project included a new HVAC system, among other maintenance. All right, Scott, we know that any way to cool down this week is going to be welcome.
Yeah, that's where you want to be, right, Ben?
Indeed.
By the pool. Because look at these numbers here. Feels like 91 degrees at 9:06 on a Sunday evening. Woo! All right, 89, mostly cloudy skies. It's going to be hot tomorrow, hotter than it was today. Heat advisory already in place here across all the counties from Frederick to Montgomery. Looking at PG, Charles, St. Mary's, Calvert, Anne Arundel, the usual suspects there, the district, and then into Northern Virginia from Loudoun County right down to Stafford County. That is from noon till 8 p.m. tomorrow. Why? Because look at some of these numbers here, getting up to the triple-digit mark here potentially in the district as well as Charles County, from Waldorf up to the district, and then not much better as we see is on Tuesday here with these numbers getting once again into the triple digits from Baltimore down to the district, over to Annapolis and possibly Lexington Park. So, yeah, sweltering heat across the area. So, a couple days here, we'll see more clouds build in later in the week, a little more coverage of rain and possibly temperatures going down. But typical summer-like pattern is in place, and the remnants of Beryl, well, they're going to be here by midweek. We'll talk about it and show it to you coming up in just a few minutes. Ben?
All right, Scott, thank you. Speaking of that blistering heat, it may not come as a surprise that the DMV is in a drought. Some places severe. Officials are advising folks to conserve water in some places. DC News Now's Haley Milan has the tips from the experts.
Yeah, most of us are seeing yellowy brown grass everywhere. Experts say conditions jeopardize crops and can spark wildfires. Now, counties across the DMV are asking folks to conserve water at home. And the good news is there are plenty of small ways to do just that. Environmental experts say to turn off the faucet while brushing your teeth, only run washing machines and dishwashers when you have a full load going, and then outside, don't overwater your lawn if you don't need to. You can also set up some rain barrels to water your plants with, and take a good look at your water bill to see how your home is using water, and you can even ask your county officials about a water audit. Now, our weather team is tracking rain in the forecast this week that could potentially help conditions based on how much we see. In studio, I'm Haley Milan, DC News Now.
Thanks to Haley. Staying in the Commonwealth, police in Fairfax County say that several people stopped attempted carjackings in Annandale just yesterday afternoon. Police say a 38-year-old man carjacked a victim on Almond Drive. An hour later, the same man tried to carjack victims on Lukens Lane, then on Richmond Highway, Mount Vernon. Police say that several Good Samaritans noticed the attempted carjackings and stepped in, and they detained the man until officers arrived on scene. So in Maryland, a $50 million contract has been greenlit to pay a company that helped clean up the collapsed Key Bridge in Baltimore. The Maryland Board of Public Works, led by Governor Wes Moore, came to that agreement earlier this week. While the work to remove debris from the federal channel of the Patapsco River was done by the Army Corps of Engineers, Maryland also contracted a separate construction company from Sweden. The company removed debris from nearby channels to allow smaller ships in and out before the massive Dolly cargo ship left the port for repairs. All right, DC News Now is your local election headquarters. As we stay in Maryland, former Governor Larry Hogan and GOP candidate for the state's Senate seat in Congress, he's now calling on his opponent, Angela Alsobrooks, to reverse her support for new tax and fee increases in Maryland. We got her response too. Hogan listed some impacts of the state's new taxes and fees, including a 60% increase to car registrations, taxes on Uber rides, and increases in fees for electricians. Hogan called on Alsobrooks to stand with her constituents by joining with him to oppose them. The spokesperson for Alsobrooks said in the Senate she will fight to reduce costs for hardworking families, all the while making sure big corporations pay their fair share. Her spokesperson added, Quote, that's why it's critical that Alsobrooks has the 51st vote in the Senate to hold these massive corporations accountable, because Mitch McConnell and Larry Hogan would give those corporations a massive tax break.